Hello the internet, hope you're all well, thanks for stopping by. Another week rolls by, another online time trial on Gran Turismo 7. And this time we're at the Watkins Glen International Long Course in the brand spanking new Aston Martin Vantage from 2018. This has just arrived in the new update that came out this week, so if you haven't already bought it you'll need to buy it or rent it from the shop. If you do rent it from the shop you won't need to buy the additional tyres, you need super soft tyres to run this race. On screen now are my assist settings. I've got everything off except the ABS, which is set to default, and I'm playing this game using a Fanatec CSL steering wheel. Now at time of filming, the gold level standard was 154.311. I reckon after a week of development that'll be a mid 153. So let's go about getting you that gold medal standard and 2 million credits. So your first job on the lap is to spot your braking point into the first corner. I'm braking at the 400 meter board there. I'm just going to drop it down to fourth and then I'm going to lift off the throttle. The back end of the car will go light and it will rotate the car, then gradually get back on the power and run right out to the outside of that curb on the left hand side. Keep a tight line through this right-hander, work the wheel if you need to, and at this point here I lift off, rather than brake I lift off and it just brings the back end round. This car goes very light at the back end, so take advantage of that. Use weight shifting to unsettle the back end of the car and get the front end more pointy to get it to rotate. Now at the top of the hill I'm braking at the 500 meter board. As I say, with the weight shift of this car it can get a bit frantic at the rear end, so try and keep the car under control. Straight line these curves as much as you can. This last one here you're almost into the dirt on the right hand side and then it gets a bit squirrely. You don't need to brake too much for this corner, just enough to get the back end to start being a bit twitchy. It helps rotate the car, and when you start to see that curb appear on the horizon then you can start to apply full throttle and power up the hill down towards a very tricky braking zone. There's no reference for this braking point, so I'm going to brake here as I approach the 200 meter board. If I wait to the 200 meter board I'm off out into the grass on the right hand side. It becomes very twitchy as you lift off the power and go on the brakes into that corner, so just keep control of the car. Power up the hill towards this long right-hander corner. I'm braking with the second to last Gran Turismo board on the left-hand side there. I keep a tight line here. I experimented with going deep and then cutting back, but I found that this line kind of helped me out. You just need to be a little bit careful as you apply the throttle coming out of this corner as the back end gets a little bit loose. And if that's the case then you're going to lose a bit of momentum coming up this hill. Now I'm looking for some kind of braking reference. It's around about 250 meters. 200 it's just a little bit too late. So turn into this corner early, into third gear. The back end wants to step out again and just keep the car under control as you come out of this corner. Again, no real reference here. It's around about 150 meters for this left-hander. It's more than a 90-degree corner, so I approach it just a little bit wider and then cut in and then gradually apply the throttle. Let it run out towards the right-hand side there. Just be careful of the barrier on that right-hand side. Now I'm going to be honest here, I make a complete mess of the last bit of this lap. I'm supposed to be braking at 200, I leave it a little bit later and the car is all over the place. I'm on full opposite lock through this corner. This is not the optimum line through this corner. The final corner of the lap comes at you a lot quicker than you expect, so I'm on the brakes early and I'm turning in early. The back end of the car is going to go light, so I need to keep that under control. Let the car drift out to the blue wall on the left hand side, but be very careful you don't graze it, otherwise it will incur a penalty. And then that is it. I know I didn't expect this to be a gold standard time, but it was a lot better than any other time that I did. Anyway, that is a step-by-step lap. I'm going to play through the next lap without me talking and I'll catch you at the end. So there you go, that should be a gold standard time. If it'll help you out further, I have uploaded the lap that you've just seen to the GT7 server. If you want to download it and use it as your ghost reference, go to the showcase section, content search, under content type look for replays, and under keywords search for my name, Tough Monkey. Go to content search and it will show you all of the things that I've uploaded to the GT7 server. It's the third one along there, the lap time challenge, Tough Monkey at Watkins Glen. Add that to your collection and it is now accessible from your game screen. So close that out and go back to your game screen. Under settings, at the bottom there is ghost settings, select that, load ghost, go across one to collection, and there is where it should be located. If you click on that, then it will upload it, and the next time you go into the race, you'll be chasing down the replay of my ghost. So there we are, I hope this video has been useful to you. I reckon that a mid 153 will be good enough to get you that gold and the 2 million credits. If it has been useful, do consider a like, comment and a subscribe, and I shall see you on the next video.